Hello everybody and welcome to another installation of Naturally Fit 360. We actually have some very special guests with us today, CaveMan Cuisine, who happens to be our title sponsor of Naturally Fit 360, and of course the transformation contest that yours truly, Chris Shepler, is going through. I can tell you thus far that the meals have been absolutely extraordinary, you guys, so I very much appreciate it. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves to our viewers and tell us a little bit about CaveMan Cuisine.
My name is Kim.
And I'm Vitaly Simonov.
And we own CaveMan Cuisine. It's a 100% paleo meal delivery service. We do lunches and dinners. We have different packages, 1 week, 2 week meal plans, and 4 week meal plans.
So that's very interesting. So you guys actually do meal plans for all different ranges and ages, correct?
Yes.
And then it is entirely based off the paleo principle, correct?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about the paleo meals. Exactly what does paleo mean, just to educate our viewers a little bit?
Paleo is pretty much like the Paleolithic times. It's everything is kind of going back grass-fed, organic, as natural as possible, no processed foods.
Okay. So that include things like, for example, is dairy contained in your products?
No.
Okay. How about sugars?
No.
Okay. Anything that comes in a Wheaties box?
No.
No, definitely not?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No processed food.
And to give our viewers a little idea at home, basically paleo is the concept of, hence the name Caveman Cuisine. When we talk paleo, we really mean Paleolithic period, meaning the time of the caveman. So in generalizations, the concept, it sounds to me like, really is whatever you can hunt, fish, or pick out of the ground, correct?
Yes.
That's exactly what it is, Chris. It's pretty much cavemen. They went out there, they hunted an animal. It was not on steroids. It was eating naturally outside what they could find. They went out there and they fished in rivers, seas. You know, it's again natural fish eating everything it's supposed to and not supposed to eat as fish. And same way with the rest of the animals. Also, they would find all the fruits and vegetables laying on the ground or grown in trees, and that's exactly what they would eat.
Oh, very
They
nice.
didn't eat pizza and hot dogs.
No pizza, hot dogs, and cheeseburgers. You hear that, guys? No pizza, hot dog, and cheeseburgers at home, okay? So one of the interesting concept then about your meal planning and what you do is, I know a lot of people these days want to get healthy, and a lot of you at home have heard about paleo, but one of the biggest problems with learning basically how to eat the way we were designed to eat, I guess would be the word, is the time factor, correct? Tell us a little bit about how you guys address that in your meal planning and service.
Well, we pretty much do everything. We plan the meals, everything from the amounts of protein they need to the amounts of fat they need to the carbs. We go out, do all the shopping. We prepare all the meals. We package them. We deliver them, and then they have all the nutrition facts for them. So.
And where would they find in the nutrition facts? Are those contained actually, I know the meals come in containers. Mm-hmm. Is it something where the nutrition facts are in the containers, or where would somebody find information about what's in the meals?
We now put them on the website.
Okay.
It's just
perfect.
Easier. As soon as the meals are delivered, you can go on the website and find them on the website.
Okay, perfect. So if we get our meal delivery for the week, we can go on the website, see what's contained in the meals, and kind of take it from there.
Yes.
I asked that question because I know a lot of our viewers at home would very well benefit from just having the paleo meal service in general. Mm-hmm. Then, of course, we have some unique visitors and viewers out there that are athletes, training, bodybuilding competitors, things like that, where they have to more closely monitor, the nutritional content, the proteins, and things like that. So.
Right. And a great thing about it is a lot of people say, the diet. We try to change it more to a lifestyle change, just for the fact that we take some, your favorite foods and we make them paleo. So you're not having to suffer with cardboard, type. The flavor, everything.
No microwave frozen meals, no. With lots of preservatives in them. So
yes, definitely, our meals are always fresh. They're never frozen.
Okay.
We're refrigerated, delivered to you. They stay cold. You keep it cold. When you're ready, warm it up, eat it.
And tell us a little bit about this. If I wanted to place an order for these meals, how would I do that?
You would just go online, place your order.
Okay.
You create an account, and it saves all your information. So the next time you want to order, you just go back on there.
Okay, so we can go and actually log in and create an account online, and that would be cavemancuisine.com.
Yes.
Is that correct?
And what it would do once you create an account first time, it records all your billing information and everything, and actually also keep track of what you ordered previously. So later on, let's say next week after that, if you want to order again, all you have to do is go out there, add everything you'd like to the cart, click checkout, and process your
order, and it's all set to go.
Yeah.
And then my question would, how much lead time do you need as far as your orders, A?
Yeah, well, we usually say have the orders in by Friday, and their
Okay.
first delivery is Tuesday morning.
Okay.
And we have
Do
several.
you guys do just one delivery a week, or how many?
We do
deliveries a
two
week?
deliveries.
Two
a week.
deliveries.
Yes,
Okay.
2 deliveries.
And those
a week
are
for
on which
freshness.
days?
We actually do those Tuesday morning's the first one,
Okay.
and Thursday morning's the second one, and we do that for freshness.
Right. So since paleo uses all the organic and natural, grass-fed, cage-free, things like that, we want to keep it in that natural state because once you freeze the food, it's going to lose all that some of the nutritional.
No frozen food.
No frozen
Only
foods,
the fresh
exactly.
stuff.
So that's
Fair
why
enough.
first.
You mean cavemen didn't have freezers or microwaves?
Yeah, no. Maybe on
I thought
like
they had that kind of stuff.
maybe in Alaska somewhere where it's very
You're right.
cold. So first 3 lunches and 3 dinners we would make on Monday, and then we would deliver Tuesday morning. And last 2 lunches and 2 dinners we would make it on Wednesday, and we would deliver it on Thursday morning.
Okay, perfect. And then when you say deliveries, is something how are the meals being delivered, and where would your patrons actually pick up the meals from?
We actually are kind of partnered with some gyms,
Okay.
and so they can choose those as their drop-off locations if
Okay.
they're close to them. But we also do, for a small charge, we do home and office deliveries as well.
Okay, perfect.
And,
So for our viewers at home, just to recap that,
Mhm.
you guys have set delivery points at local gyms that you partner with, as well as for a nominal charge, you also have home and office delivery,
Correct.
And
which
we
makes
will-
it convenient for maybe somebody who's at a certain part of town or just what I call always on the go.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And another good thing about it is if there's you and a couple buddies at the office, for example, if you put orders in together, if we're delivering to one location, it's one flat fee
Yeah.
to that one location.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So if there's 10 people ordering from one location, it's still only one fee. It's not per order, it's per delivery location. that we
Per
take
delivery
it.
location. Okay, that makes sense.
But of course, the gyms are free.
Free.
Right.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. Well, there you go. Now, quick question. Let's talk about a little bit of the meals and the recipes. Give our viewers at home a little example of the types of meals we're talking about. One of the biggest things we've noticed is that when people talk about actually changing the way they eat, they're so apprehensive about what the food's going to taste like. Everybody knows that, and I'm sure you guys have heard this. You hear it's got to be fat-free or low-fat, and they end up going on some type of diet program that provides freeze-dried meals or frozen meals or food that just doesn't taste good. All of your viewers at home, I'm sure, have been through this, but you have that moment in time when you think, to eat healthy, I've got to have brown rice and boiled chicken with no
Peanut
flavor,
fish.
and we all know how long that lasts, right?
Right,
Got a couple
right.
of days, and we say, forget this, I'm going back to what I was doing before.
I want real food.
Exactly.
And that's exactly
Yep.
what we provide.
Well,
Real
tell us a
food.
little bit more about that. Give us some examples of your recipes and
Uh-huh.
just what the food is like.
Okay. We do things like lasagna without grains.
Wow.
We do things, we've even had fried pickles and fish
Very
sticks. We
Actually, we have hot wings on the menu for next week.
Hot wings.
Yeah.
All right, my favorite.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, it's exactly, I guess going back to when CaveMan Cuisine started, the whole idea was just like you're saying, and everybody else probably thinking, oh, it's a diet, right?
Right.
Like we said, it's more like a lifestyle, so we don't want to change anything, but at the same time, we want to change everything in the background, actually what content contains in our food. So that's why we're going back and making enchiladas and tacos and and bread and things like that. There is actually paleo, 100% paleo, grain-free and things like that. So every single food that you like, we try to recreate into paleo. So for example, we have our pizzas. Our line of pizzas
Right.
are 100% paleo. Snacks and desserts. We have our we have some cookies, right? We have cookies with candied bacon, which is completely out of this world. We
That sounds good.
Yeah, we have banana bread, right? So everything you could possibly think of. And we have a lot of people actually contacting us and saying, look, what about this? Can you guys make this? Can you guys make that?
Different types of recipes. And things
Absolutely. Well, it's maybe not even necessarily about the recipes, but they say, well, you know what? I like burgers, for example, right? Or
How can you make a burger
we
paleo?
make a
Exactly.
burger paleo?
We've had people that have contacted and they're like, we really don't have time, but there's this dessert that I really love and I miss. Can you make it paleo?
Can
And
you make it paleo?
Right,
and so
exactly.
that's
So the
what we do.
secret to the success, or the sauce, as I like to call it, is really the idea of taking these foods and dinners and meals that people like and making it paleo.
Yes.
I can vouch for the viewers at home. I'm actually currently on the system for almost a month, eating CaveMan Cuisine food strictly, 7 days a week. And it's some of the best food I've actually had on the planet. It's fresh, the ingredients are good, but just to your what you were saying, It's amazing. I open these meals up and I have bacon and eggs for breakfast. I have ribs and potatoes for lunch. Sweet potatoes, that is,
Yes.
of course. And I have a variety of different meals, lasagnas, I have Mexican food, I have beef stew, I have all sorts of things that I grew up eating, but I never thought could actually be healthy, let alone paleo, natural and organic. So the foods taste great, you guys.
Thank you.
Very much appreciate it. And it's amazing to open up your lunch and realize, wow, I get to have ribs today. That's amazing. How's that even possible?
That's really...
So,
especially bacon. Everybody's really excited
Yes.
about that bacon is part of paleo, which is really, really awesome.
now, the interesting thing for our viewers, let's touch on this for a second. One of the things I'm sure a lot of people are wondering at home is you guys keep talking about ribs and bacon and chicken and fish sticks, is the concept of fat and fat-free. I know one of the big tenets of paleo is the idea that a lot of people try to go on a diet, they think they cut out the fat, they'll lose fat. It's actually quite the opposite, is it not?
Yes, very much.
Tell us a
so.
little bit about that concept and how that fits into paleo.
Well, paleo pretty much switches your body from burning stored carbs for energy to burn fat.
Okay.
So you really are losing fat, not muscle. When you are losing weight, you're leaning out and keeping your muscle and losing the fat that you want to lose.
And so then how does paleo transition your body from burning those carbs to actually burning the fat? Let's talk about a little bit about how that process works.
Well, actually, you're kind of cutting your carbs. You're not getting the bread. You're not getting some of the dense carbs that you normally would eat. Your carbs are coming from vegetables, and your main source of energy is going to be fat and protein, and so that's going to be the majority of what your meal is.
Okay, so we're actually taking the fat intake and raising it up a little bit by eating paleo. And the idea is that we're lowering the carbs, and then your body is making that transition to actually say, you know what? Can't burn the carbs because they're not here, so why don't we look to burn something else?
Yes.
And just like in caveman days, the concept being, fat was your energy store and also the item that got burned.
Yeah, they had lard that they ate. I mean, things like that.
Right.
I mean, fat isn't fat. It's what type of fat you eat.
Okay.
It absolutely has to be a healthy fat, which
Okay.
not everything contains, right?
Sure.
There's what are the sources of healthy
I mean,
fat?
natural fats like the grease from your meats and coconut oil. I mean, those are things that we would cook in. Bacon.
And utilizing the ingredients.
Yes.
Right? Not the bad fats, as we call them, the
Yeah.
processed.
Yeah, exactly,
Right,
exactly. We don't use vegetable oil. We don't use things like that.
Now, do you guys have actually different portion sizes for your meals in case somebody has maybe a higher caloric, or should I say a higher protein or a higher fat intake requirements?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about
Yes,
that.
we have regular sized meals,
Okay.
which we keep above 25 grams of fat,
Okay.
and then we'll have a Neanderthal size, which
Neanderthal.
is bigger. Yes.
Very nice. I like that name.
We have
Very
caveman
fitting.
and Neanderthal, and Neanderthal is bigger. Definitely, we recommend that for whether it's a bigger gentleman or a very active person.
Very active person.
That's
Okay,
going to
so
need that more.
maybe some of our people training at home, bodybuilders, elite athletes, things like that.
Right.
Yes,
We
definitely.
just have that general higher,
Exactly.
protein and fat intake requirements, just because of the amount of energy they burn every
Exactly.
day. So.
Yeah, because it is the fat that they're using for energy. So that's one thing they have to remember. Fat isn't their enemy.
Okay.
The thing is just educating people. I mean,
Mhm.
we've teamed up with Paleo FX to kind of do that. So
Very nice. And tell our viewers a little bit about Paleo FX.
Paleo FX is actually kind of all the rock stars of paleo. They're coming here to Austin in March,
And they'll be here when in March?
It's actually March 14th through 17th.
Okay.
And it's paleofx.com, and it's actually everything you need to know and want to know about paleo.
Perfect. So for our viewers home, just to recap, there is a large paleo convention coming to Austin. All the biggest names in paleo will be there. Paleofx.com, and it'll be here March
14th through 17th.
March 14th through 17th, which, by the way, is also South by Southwest, so it's a perfect time to come.
Yes.
Also, we will be providing CaveMan Cuisine food there.
Yes. We will be
very
feeding
nice.
everyone.
So for all of you those curious to check out CaveMan Cuisine, not only can you order online at cavemancuisine.com, but you can come try the food at the Paleo FX convention.
Absolutely.
Correct. Well, thank you guys for joining us here today. I appreciate you stopping by. And obviously stay tuned for more episodes on Naturally Fit 360, not only for the transformation program that we have being sponsored, of course, by CaveMan Cuisine, but also for future episodes and interviews. My name is Chris Shepler, and on behalf of Kim and Vitali and CaveMan Cuisine, we bid you a farewell. See you next time.